We are going to look at trends that have occurred in our last two games against St. Croix and the 2009 girls, which includes us overhitting through balls. First, I just want to quickly define the roles. The player who is on the ball making the pass is the first attacker. The player receiving the ball in behind is considered the second attacker. In example 1, Quinn starts the counter on the dribble. When Quinn is going to play the ball, she needs to consider what type of weight she needs to play on the ball. In other words, how hard she needs to hit the ball. In this example, she hits it too hard and the goalie is able to come out and collect. In example 2, Gwen gets the ball and has a nice turn. She faces forward, sees Paige. In this moment, Gwen's got to be careful. If she hits it too soft, the center backs are going to collect. If she hits it too hard, the goalie's going to come and grab the ball. In order to make this pass weighted correctly, she's got to find the space in between the center backs and the goalie that allows Paige to get to the ball first. On this clip, I want you to note two things. The first thing that we've been talking about thus far is the weight of the pass, which is too heavy and allows a defending player to come and collect the ball. The second observation, Squem, the first attacker, playing to Gwen, the second attacker, they are in a vertical line, making this pass incredibly difficult to fit in. If I were able to go back in time and recreate this play, I would tell Gwen, the second attacker, to make a run off the defender's back shoulder so that she is making a diagonal run in behind and receiving the ball on at an angle, giving the first attacker, Squem, more room to play the pass. In the fourth example, again, you can observe the first attacker, while attempting to play the through ball in behind, overweighting their pass, allowing the opposition goalie to come and clear the ball. The second detail I want to focus on is Paige, the second attacker's starting position. Second attackers, specifically left mids and right mids, should try to start as wide and high as possible so that as the ball is played in behind, they are now making a diagonal run in behind and they are receiving the ball going towards goal versus receiving the ball and going away from goal. In the fifth example, again, we can see the same trends occur. It's a vertical pass trying to be played in behind, and it is overhit, allowing the opposition goalie to come and collect the ball. Although this video is highlighting moments where we are trying to play in behind, I want you to consider for a second that every time we get the ball and we are attacking forward, the ball does not necessarily need to go in behind. At times, we can play in front of the opposition back line. So although players are making runs in behind, we should also have players that are checking in front of the opposition back line and trying to offer a variety of runs to the first attacker on the ball. In our final example, the first attacker's weight of pass is well within reason, offering the second attacker an opportunity to win the ball, but the second attacker in this sequence stops their run, allowing the defending player a head start on the recovery run and making it easy for them to collect the ball. The visual cue for the second attacker to make the run in behind the opposition back line is when the first attacker receives the ball, faces forward, and drops their head to look down at the ball, indicating that they're about to play the long ball. Once you observe this visual cue, you must start your run in behind. The next couple of examples are going to be gold standard examples of what it looks like to play successful through ball in behind. This sequence starts off a set piece. The left mid is going to get on the ball and drive forward. The right mid is going to make a run that starts on the weak side of the field and takes her all the way to the strong side of the field. You can see this ball perfectly weighted in behind, directly into the stride of the attacking player. As you can observe, the weight of this through ball is hit so clean that not only can the center back reach for the ball and get it, but also the goalie was invited to come out even though she was not going to get there first. In the second example, you're going to notice that the pass is vertical. At times, there's going to be no other option but to play a vertical pass, and that's all right. But please note the weight of the pass, allowing the second attacker to run onto the ball, face the goal, and get set up in their shot with their second touch. In this next example, you can notice how the second attacker, before the ball is played to her, is in constant movement. So she starts wide, moves central, and then is now on a diagonal run in behind. The first attacker plays this pass with an unbelievable amount of accuracy, not only weighting it perfectly into the attacker's stride, but also playing on the opposite side of the defender, allowing the attacking player to get the ball, go forward, and score. In the final example, it's not actually going to be a through ball, it's going to be a ball to the forward in front of the opposition team's back line. Because the opposition team's back line is dropped so deep and disorganized, spread out, it makes more sense in this sequence to receive the ball in front of their back line and then go after them on the dribble. I chose this final example because not every time we get the ball in the middle third and are attacking to go forward should we play a ball in behind, especially when the opposition backline is deep and disorganized. We should try to play in front of them and then attack them with the dribble. In summary, when the first attacker plays the pass in behind, they must consider the weight. If hit too heavy, the goalie is allowed to come and collect the ball, or the center back on the opposition team is allowed to win the ball first and clear it out. Next, when the second attacker is making a run in behind, they should start wide and high so that when they make the run in behind, they are running in behind diagonally. Finally, when the opposition team's back line is dropped deep and or disorganized, we should consider a variety of runs, not only having the option to play in behind, but also the option to play in front.